there is a quiet betrayal happening in kitchens across the country, a subtle sabotage unfolding in the very place we turn to for nourishment and strength. It's the reason why the stairs feel like they're growing steeper by the day, why rising from a comfortable chair has become a conscious effort, and why a nagging weakness persists in your legs, even when you are meticulously following a healthy diet and exercise routine. You might blame it on age, a simple and resigned acceptance of time's toll. But what if the culprit isn't just time? What if it's something you are actively choosing every single day, with the firm belief that you are doing your body a great service? The most unsettling truths are often the ones hidden in plain sight, and this one resides in your fruit bowl. For generations, we have been taught that fruits are nature's perfect food, natural, wholesome, and unequivocally good for us. But this is a dangerous oversimplification. The uncomfortable reality that few health experts discuss is that not all fruits are created equal, especially for a body that has journeyed past 60. In fact, some of the most common and beloved fruits, the ones we consume without a second thought, can be silent architects of our decline. They can systematically weaken our leg muscles, secretly fuel joint inflammation, and pave the way for chronic knee pain, transforming the simple act of walking into a daily challenge. The path to maintaining your strength, balance, and mobility as you age is paved with knowledge, and what you are about to discover may be the most crucial wake-up call your body has been waiting for. The tropical illusion, pineapple's hidden bite. Pineapple, with its vibrant tropical sweetness and juicy texture, is almost universally celebrated as a powerhouse of health. It is lauded for its high content of bromelain, an enzyme famous for its anti-inflammatory properties, making it seem like the perfect choice for anyone dealing with joint aches. Herein lies the paradox. For seniors, this very fruit can become a double-edged sword, quietly contributing to the very inflammation it is supposed to quell. The issue is twofold: its potent combination of natural sugars and strong acids. As we age, our circulatory system becomes more delicate and our blood vessels lose some of their youthful resilience. When you eat pineapple, its sugars deliver a rapid spike to your bloodstream. An older body struggles to manage these sudden surges, leading to low-grade inflammation in the tiny blood vessels that feed your leg muscles, feet, and joints. Over time, this impairs circulation, starving your muscles of the oxygen they need to function. The result is a creeping weariness, a dull, dragging ache in your calves after a short walk, or swollen, tender ankles at the end of the day. Furthermore, the natural acidity of pineapple can be an irritant for a body already battling arthritis. It's like pouring a mild acid on an open wound. It doesn't cause immediate sharp pain, but it consistently aggravates the sensitive tissues in your knees, hips, and ankles, making them feel heavy and stiff. The danger of pineapple lies in its subtlety. The damage is not immediate or obvious. It is a slow, cumulative erosion of strength, happening slice by delicious slice, until one day you realize you can't move with the ease you once took for granted. The potassium paradox, when bananas weigh you. Down bananas are the quintessential go-to fruit for energy and muscle health. They are soft, easy to eat, and packed with potassium, an essential mineral for preventing muscle cramps. For decades, they have been recommended as a perfect food for maintaining strength. However, for those over 60, the story is far more complex. The very composition that makes bananas a quick energy source for the young can become a liability for the aging body. Bananas are dense with fast-digesting carbohydrates and a significant amount of natural sugar. Consuming one is like flipping a switch for a blood sugar surge, forcing your body to release a rush of insulin to manage it. When this happens repeatedly, the body's sensitivity to insulin can decrease, leading to systemic inflammation and weakened circulation, particularly in the lower extremities. This can manifest as that familiar feeling of heavy, leaden legs after a meal, or a persistent dull ache when you stand for too long. But that's not all. Bananas can also encourage fluid retention. For older individuals, especially those with underlying cardiovascular concerns. This can lead to swollen feet and puffy ankles, putting extra pressure on already sensitive joints and making movement uncomfortable. You eat a banana believing you are fortifying your muscles, but in reality, you may be contributing to a cycle of swelling and discomfort that slowly but surely undermines your stability and strength. Sweet deception. The uric acid in grapes are the picture of innocent snacking, small, juicy, and bursting with antioxidants that are praised for their heart-healthy benefits. They are so easy to eat that a handful quickly becomes a whole bowl. Yet, concealed within these tiny orbs is a compound that can trigger sharp, burning pain in your joints. Grapes are exceptionally high in fructose, a type of sugar that is processed almost exclusively by the liver. When the liver is overwhelmed with fructose, it converts the excess into fat and a problematic byproduct, uric acid. In a younger, more efficient metabolism, this is less of an issue, but in an older body, the clearance of uric acid is often slower. As uric acid levels rise in the bloodstream, it can crystallize in the joints, particularly in the cooler extremities like the toes, ankles, and knees. This is the same mechanism that causes the excruciating pain of a gout attack. You might experience it as a sudden piercing pain in your big toe at night, a persistent burning ache in your ankles, or a growing stiffness that makes walking feel like a chore. The constant low-level inflammation caused by fructose also contributes to a generalized feeling of rigidity, making your movements slower and more deliberate. Because grapes are so small and seemingly harmless, we rarely monitor our intake, allowing the sugar and uric acid to accumulate, slowly turning a healthy snack into a source of chronic pain and diminished flexibility. The watery trap. Watermelon's sugar shock. On a hot summer day, nothing seems more refreshing or hydrating than a cool slice of watermelon. It feels light, it's mostly water, and it's low in calories, making it appear to be the safest of indulgences. This is a dangerous misconception. Despite its watery composition, watermelon has an incredibly high glycemic index, meaning its sugars are absorbed into the bloodstream almost as quickly as pure glucose. For a senior's metabolic system, this is like a sugar bomb going off. The rapid spike in blood sugar triggers a powerful insulin response, and these frequent dramatic fluctuations are a major driver of inflammation throughout the body. The effects are most pronounced in areas with already compromised circulation, namely the legs. That immediate surge and subsequent crash can leave you feeling mysteriously fatigued and heavy, even though you just ate something that felt light and hydrating. The chronic inflammation it promotes can lead to swollen ankles, stiff knees, and a dull, persistent ache that makes climbing a single flight of stairs feel like a monumental task. The trap of watermelon is that you consume it in large quantities under the guise of hydration, but with each sweet bite, you are potentially stressing your circulatory system and wearing down the resilience of your joints, turning a symbol of summer refreshment into an unwitting contributor to your pain and immobility. The acidic assault, oranges and joint irritation. Oranges are the poster child for vitamin C and a healthy immune system. A glass of fresh orange juice at breakfast is a ritual for millions, a bright and zesty start to the day that promises vitality. For aging joints, however, this morning ritual could be a source of chronic irritation. The secret lies in their high concentration of citric acid. While perfectly fine for a younger body, this acid can be a significant agitator for joints already prone to inflammation or arthritis. When consumed, the acid enters the bloodstream and can subtly irritate the sensitive tissues lining your joints, effectively fanning the flames of existing pain. This can manifest as a gradual increase in morning stiffness, a nagging ache in the hips after sitting, or increased swelling that limits your range of motion. Combined with the fruit's natural sugars, which also contribute to inflammation, the effect is compounded. You might attribute the growing discomfort to aging, never suspecting that the very healthy habit you embrace each morning is exacerbating the problem. The bright, cheerful orange, a symbol of health and vitality, may be silently chipping away at your comfort and mobility, making every step a little more painful than it needs to be. The healthy choice, the hidden sting of green apples. Green apples have cultivated a reputation for being the smarter, healthier choice. Their tartness suggests lower sugar content, making them a go-to snack for the health-conscious, especially seniors looking to manage their sugar intake. But this crisp, clean facade hides a dual threat: malic acid and a still significant amount of hidden sugar. The characteristic sour taste of a green apple comes from its high concentration of malic acid. In an older digestive system, which can be more sensitive, this acid can act as an irritant, contributing to a low-grade inflammatory state that affects not just the gut, but the entire body, including the joints. Some people report a subtle ache in their hips or a feeling of warmth and tightness in their knees after consistently eating green apples. The second threat is its sugar content. While less sweet to the taste, green apples still contain enough sugar to cause fluctuations in blood glucose levels in those with a less efficient metabolism. These swings can lead to feelings of fatigue in the calves, unexplained nighttime leg cramps, and a general sense of weakness when performing simple tasks like getting up from a low chair. Because they are perceived as unequivocally healthy, they are often eaten raw and in their entirety, delivering a concentrated dose of both acid and sugar that over time can stiffen your joints and make your evenings restless and uncomfortable. The sugar bomb, mango's deceptive sweetness. The mango is often called the king of fruits, and for good reason. Its rich, juicy, and intensely sweet flesh is a luxurious treat that feels both decadent and natural. But for anyone over 60 struggling with joint weakness and leg pain, the mango is perhaps the most dangerous fruit of all. It is, in essence, a pure sugar bomb. The concentration of natural sugar in a mango is so high that it sends blood sugar levels soaring faster and more dramatically than almost any other fruit. An aging body simply cannot handle this extreme metabolic stress. Each time you indulge, your system is flooded with insulin, triggering a powerful inflammatory response deep within the soft tissues surrounding your knees, hips, and ankles. This can manifest in ways that mimic nerve issues, a burning sensation in your toes, a tingling that won't subside, or a creeping heaviness in your legs that makes them feel unstable. Because the fruit itself feels light and fresh, it's deceptively easy to overconsume, amplifying the damage with every delicious bite. While you may perceive it as a natural, harmless delight, your body experiences it as a significant inflammatory event, which over time can lead to unsteady legs, chronic joint pain, and a slow, painful decline in your ability to walk with confidence. The path to stronger legs. Fruits that heal. Understanding which fruits to approach with caution is only half the battle. The other half is knowing which ones to embrace. The good news is that nature also provides a powerful arsenal of fruits that actively combat inflammation, soothe joint pain, and promote the strong, steady legs you need to live an active life. Topping this list are berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries are nutritional superstars. They are low in sugar, gentle on blood sugar levels, and packed with powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins, which are potent anti-inflammatory agents. These compounds work to improve circulation, especially to the lower limbs, reducing swelling and fighting the stiffness that can make movement difficult. Cherries, particularly tart cherries, are another fantastic choice, renowned for their ability to lower uric acid levels in the body. A small handful a day can significantly reduce the risk of painful, gout-like flare-ups and soothe aching joints, especially in the knees and toes. Don't overlook the humble avocado. Technically a fruit, its rich content of healthy monounsaturated fats acts like a natural cushion for your joints, lubricating them from the inside out while also helping to regulate insulin and provide steady, stable energy. For a gentler option, turn to papaya. This soft tropical fruit contains an enzyme called papain, which aids digestion and helps reduce inflammation throughout the body. Finally, pears offer a mild, satisfying sweetness without a dramatic sugar load, providing energy without stressing your system. Each of these fruits works in harmony with your body, not against it. They don't steal your strength, they build it, giving you the vitality, balance, and comfort you deserve. A new wisdom for your plate. If you have journeyed this far, it is clear that you are someone who deeply values your health, your strength, and your independence. The information presented here is not meant to create fear or deprivation, but to empower you with a new, more nuanced wisdom. Growing older does not have to be a story of inevitable decline, of accepting pain and stiffness as your new normal. So often, the power to reclaim your vitality lies not in drastic measures, but in small, intelligent adjustments to your daily life. It begins with understanding that a food is not just good or bad, but rather whether it is right for your body right now. The fruits we have discussed are not poisons, but for an aging body with a more sensitive system, they may no longer be your best allies. The journey to better health is about becoming a more conscious, mindful consumer. By choosing foods that actively support your joints, stabilize your energy, and enhance your circulation, you will begin to notice a profound shift. Your steps will feel lighter, your mornings smoother, and your body more resilient. This is the true meaning of aging gracefully, not by surrendering to time, but by adapting with wisdom, one thoughtful choice and one healing meal at a time.